You ready to let the dogs out?
What?
Do what?
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Join Pet Pals TV's Patty Spitler as we celebrate our furry friends.
Cats, dogs, and all the critters in your family.
Celebrate the bond between pets and people and meet Hoosier heroes saving four-legged lives.
I love it. Good. I'm glad.
It's the Positively Patty Podcast.
I can't wait anymore. Me neither.
Now, your host, here's Wish TV contributor Patty Spitler.
Coming up today on the Positively Patty podcast, we have the incredible Barney Wood, reporter, photographer, and also our species specialist. Today, we're going to find out more about bats. We need to know more, and we need to know why we need them. Yes, we need bats. Coming up on the Positively Patty podcast. And now, as promised, the Positively Patty podcast. And today, we're talking with Barney Wood, reporter, photographer, and I like to call him our species specialist. You've been doing some wonderful stories about things we need to know, not necessarily pets, but these are animals that help us, and we need to know more about them, and maybe we're a little afraid of them. This time, you took on bats.
Yeah, it was really fun, and they do kind of indirectly help all of our critters and everybody in the world. Basically.
Yeah.
And I love doing these stories because you kind of throw me these topics I don't really know, and then we go and do this research, and it's fascinating.
And I learned we all learn so much.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
we're afraid of bats partly because of the lore, with Halloween, and they're not like that all the rest of the world either.
No.
Just in America, we're kind of afraid of bats, so tell us more.
Yeah, well, first thing off, people think flying mice. Well, they're not flying mice, but they are a mammal. They have like one pup a year. They're crucial to our crops. Just eating the pests alone is incredible. Like one little bat in Indiana can eat up to like 5,000 mosquitoes in one night. So
5,000 mosquitoes
in
one night?
one bat. So, and then they're very crucial to like corn crops here in Indiana, and they eat moths and beetles and any kind of flying insect.
Okay.
And they're just excellent at it. They're better at pest control than insecticide or anything else. So we have to keep them going.
It's not poison, because once you do that, like poison, let's say you poison because you want to get rid of the mice. Well, then the owls eat the mice.
Exactly.
It's a chain reaction. It doesn't affect just one species. And I didn't know how much we need bats, too, which you illuminated in your story.
Yes, we do. And they're in danger right now. There's this fungus that's come from Europe, they think. These things are theoretical. Oh, that was another thing.
Oh, white nose?
Yeah, the white nose. All this information on bats, it just illuminated the fact how much we don't know and how much we think we know. We still are learning so much, but this white nose syndrome, they believe came from Europe and came in through New York and went in, got into the caves, and it can spread bat to bat, cave to cave. One theory is that a caver went in with contaminated clothes, and that's how it got into the bats and all that. And so it makes this fungus around their nose. And a lot of the bats in caves hibernate, and hibernation is so sensitive. And they fidget around, their body temperature changes, so they move around during their hibernation. In essence, they become dehydrated and they starve to death. Yeah. And some of these populations have been decimated by 90%.
Oh,
yeah.
But there's more than one type of bat, too. I mean, there's all different. There's like 14,000 different species of bats.
Yes.
I mean,
I think there's
wild.
like in Indiana alone is 12 different species of bats.
Whoa.
Just in Indiana alone. Some bats, and this is interesting. Some bats migrate and hibernate, and then some bats just hibernate.
Yeah.
And there's no vampire bats.
Yeah. So. Oh, and why do they have...
maybe in Texas there are.
What was I going to say? Oh, I was going to say, they hang upside down. And I think is adorable, but why do they do that?
Well, they don't... They're the only mammal that can truly fly. Which I didn't know. We have flying squirrels in Indiana, but they're gliders. Bats actually can propel themselves, but they're not good at propelling themselves off the ground. So they hang upside down, and that they kind of release releases and launches their flight path. It also keeps them away from predators, and it's fascinating the way their body is. if I could say this word right, they're chiroptera.
Better than I would say it.
Is that right, Dr. Lisa? Is it chiroptera, I believe?
Wow.
And it means hand. So they actually have like hands.
Oh, my.
And so their knees are backwards. And so when they hang upside down, they kind of lock in place.
Huh.
And they don't expel any energy. So
Wow.
they... it's just, and then when they flex and they launch and they take off.
Yeah. And the final thing I want to talk about is we need more bat boxes, don't we?
We do.
I want a
and
bat box.
Those are, you can find those on like the DNR website, information on how to build those and where to place them, and just leave them alone. They'll eventually find them, but that would be very tempting to go look in there. The way I talked to Emily Sweet, who is a DNR naturalist, and she just said they'll eventually find it. So, it kind of reminds me of bees.
Yeah.
People like bees keeping to
yeah.
help the bees.
So you don't need to put a sign out like for rent or anything like that. They just find it.
They find it. Also, dead trees. They'll find dead trees. So if you have a dead tree on your lot, think about keeping it there.
I love it. I love it. Bats. Going batty. I think we use that term quite a bit lately. But I love learning. And the best thing is we can do, as you alluded to, is leave them alone.
Basically, don't go caving in the winter. Just leave them alone. They, I know they're fascinating. They're very cool. This echolocation that they could find the size of a bug while they're flying through sonar and the texture, what it is, fascinating. But the best thing is to just leave them alone and let's get past this white nose syndrome.
Yes.
And
get over our fear of them.
And our fear, really, they, I think there's only like one case of rabies. It's not a big scary thing, but they are weird looking. I'll tell you that.
I love them. I think they're adorable with their little ears. So learn more about bats. You can go to again the DNR site.
Correct.
And
Indiana
find out
DNR.
more. Indiana DNR. Okay. And, of course, listen to Barney. He knows more about all those species. He's our species specialist.
Yeah.
And we'll look for more reports from you. You do a wonderful job.
Well, thanks, Patty. I really enjoy it. This is so fun.
Thank you. And thank you also to Dr. Lisa Wood, his wife, who does all the backup work. And
Just backup, research. She's my cheerleader. Great.
Very nice. Thank you. Barney Wood. That's our Positively Patty podcast about bats.
Discover more pet-friendly stories at PetPalsTV.com and stay with Wish TV online at WishTV.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast and discover more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at AllIndianaPodcastNetwork.com.